Don't stop now, baby. Let's twist some more.
Well, hello everybody and welcome to Vinyl Treasures. I'm your host, Johnny G. John Galindo, coming to you live each and every Wednesday night, only here on Oldies and More Radio, but also live on YouTube. Want to welcome you to the February 14th, 2024 Vinyl Treasures show. This wishing happy Valentine's Day to all the Valentine worshipers out there that just celebrated this day. Barbara was nice. Barbara came by this afternoon, and she gave me something that she always gives me. And then she got her flowers kind of late. But anyway, she did. So I got some cool 45's, though, for you tonight. And I almost wasn't going to be here to do this show because I had I thought I really injured myself because was it Tuesday? I think it was Tuesday. So I was up here pulling records and researching for the show, and I hear something, and I'm up here. I'm up 2 flights. So I hear this something fall or something happen downstairs. Of course, my father is yelling for me. So I'm like, a disaster happened downstairs in the kitchen. It had to be, because they were down in the kitchen, and they're fine, both my parents. So he mentioned something like, you better get down here right away, your mother fell. I was like, what? So, what I do here, you see I have how the setup is. So I'm all nervous. I'm really nervous. So I run around here. I'm spinning around. I have to go down 2 flights of stairs. So I'm running down a flight of stairs. And some of you have been up here in the attic where I broadcast, and they're pretty steep stairs. So all of a sudden, I wasn't yet at the bottom of the stairwell yet, and I think my leg gave way. That had to be it, because I don't just fall down the stairs. But I fell down 3 stairs. So there were 3 steps that I went lunging forward. I only got this this little bruise here, but and a black and blue on my hand because I kind of like, I almost went right into the wall. That would have been a disaster. My head would have hit the wall on a fly down on the stair, and there's a rug at the bottom. So I quickly try to get up, and I can't walk. So I'm like dragging my leg. I have to go around down another stairwell. So my leg is killing me. I don't know if I broke it or what I did to it, but I didn't know at the time. So then I get in there, and she's on the floor. Well, she's not laying on the floor. She's almost up. So she was like leaning on the chair, and she got up. My mother's like 88. So she got up. Okay, I said, "Are you all right? Are you all right?" I wasn't all right because I had this excruciating, this pain in my calf. And I'm like, what did I do to my calf? So I put ice on it right away. I think I just bruised my calf because it is so much better today. I had to take some Advil, so it's been what is it? I don't know. This is the second day. So it's been a lot better. So I was able to walk around a lot better. So it is getting better. I think it was a serious bruise. And that's what I'm not in any shape here to be running down the stairs, with my weight and everything else. So anyway, I think it's fine. It's getting better. So it's not hot. It's not red. It's not bleeding. I don't think it's getting soft because it was hard as a rock. It was like so hard and it hurt to the touch. But anyway, I almost was not here. I mean, seriously not here. So you really have to be careful. But again, when I heard that she fell and I ran down there, I was kind of berserk. But anyway, this is a time to relax and listen to some cool music. And we just opened up this 60s show here with the Marquis. The Marquis, a group known for their 1961 hit Last Night. I think they were out of Nashville, Tennessee. That first release they had came out on the Satellite record label, which eventually would become Stax Records. They would have 13 releases. That's not Last Night. That's not what I meant. They had 13 releases on the Stax label. We heard their sixth, produced by Nick Charles. Nick Charles, I have some records he did on Stax too, but he produced it. June 62, the Marquis on Stax with Hoots, W-H-O-T-S. How do you pronounce that? Hoots Happening Tonight is the name of the tune. What's happening tonight? It's Johnny G's All 60s Soul Show. That's what's happening tonight. Well, without further ado, let's open up the vocal portion here. I thought this would be a good record to play because we got bombarded with a snowstorm the other day. It was Monday night into Tuesday. And we were only supposed to get 1 to 3 inches here. It wasn't a big deal. And we get these phone calls, you better prepare. So I figured with all the snow we had here in Westchester County, this was an appropriate song to play tonight or to open up the show. The group is from Brooklyn, New York. They had 3 releases on the Dynavoice record label. This is their third and probably their most desirable record if you have it. This a song first recorded a year earlier on the same label, Dynavoice Records, by a girl group called the Beach Girls, who previously recorded as the Rag Dolls. But this group is called The Invitations. This one arranged by Charlie Colello from December 65 on the Dynavoice label. Roy Jolly, he's the lead singer. The song is called Skiing in the Snow.
Gotta get my gear out ready for winter spill. You know my wood looking tight, so I'm waxing it down now. And once I top that hill, I'm gonna run on down. Run on down, skiing in the snow. It's all around, skiing in the snow. And that night we'll
That's a pretty cool tune there. If you like snow, that's the Invitations. Their third release on the Dynavoice record label, December 1965. Roy Jolly, he's the lead singer. Skiing in the Snow is the name of the tune. It's been melting today, though, but I couldn't do it. I was hobbling around. I had to pay Manny to come over to shovel the snow for Johnny G. Let's continue here for a Wednesday evening. At least we stay in Brooklyn, New York for this next singer who first sang in the gospel group called the Zionettes. They recorded for the Simpson record label, but in 1962, he joined a vocal group called the Canjos. I have that record on the Dapt record label, but he would go solo later in that year, 1962. He signed with Big Top Records, and he recorded a number of demos that were recorded by others. They put them out, but Dionne Warwick, I think she recorded a couple of them, or more than a couple, that he first did. But he had some releases on his own, and this is one of them, his fourth release on the Big Top record label from September 1965. Let's give a listen to Lou Johnson. Lou Johnson on the Big Top record label. It's called Unsatisfied.
Don't you turn aside, don't you leave me so unsatisfied. The coldness of your kiss leaves me unsatisfied. Don't make me feel like this. I'm so unsatisfied that it hurts, but it's more than my pride that you have stepped upon. Baby, I could try now. Wanna die now if your love's gone. Put yourself in my place. Feel what I feel inside. It's heartaches that I face. I'm so unsatisfied. Don't you know that I love you so much that I can't be denied? Give me what I need now. Please now, I'm begging you, He's so unsatisfied. Yes, so unsatisfied. Don't you turn aside, don't you leave me so unsatisfied. I long to make you mine. Lord knows how much I've tried. You turn from me each time. I'm so unsatisfied, don't you know that I love you so much that I can't be denied. Unsatisfied. Yeah.
That's a pretty cool tune, I have to say, for Lou Johnson. September 65, that's on the Big Top record label. Unsatisfied is the name of the tune. I had it on, I think when Tony Crosby in the UK requested that a while back, and I only found, I have multiple copies of the record. Would pick it up for, a couple 10 cents, 25 cents when I used to find it out in the wild. And I hate the painted-on styrene presses. But that one there, a hard vinyl promo on the Big Top record label, which is the best way to get your 45s. I hate those styrene records, although this next one is not a styrene, but it has a little bit of an edge warp to it from this group from Newark, New Jersey. They first recorded for the Columbia label back in 61. I think I played that Columbia release on the 50s and early 60s show a couple weeks ago. But they had other releases on the Randy label, Music World, and this label, Mickey Cap's Compass. record label. The group is called The Adventurers. I think this is another record that the Northern collectors are looking for. We go to July of 1967 on Compass Records. These are The Adventurers. Their tune is called Easy Baby. I'll send that one out to Dave the Rave, host of Relics and Rarities. He likes that tune by The Adventurers, July 1967 on the Compass label. Easy Baby is the name of the tune. They would have another release on Blue Rock, I think, in 1969. And in 1970, two of the group members, I think it was Gerald Perry and Mac Williams, formed The Chosen Few. They had 3 releases on the Maple record label. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening, and we're spinning a 1960s Soul 45's on Oldies and More Radio, also live on YouTube. If you are new to the YouTube stream, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click the bell to get all notifications when Johnny G goes live, and give me a thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing as we continue here. And don't know much about this next singer. She had 2 releases on Leonard Chess's Chess record label, and I'm going to give a spin to her second release, a tune written by Kenneth Roberts and Iona Stevens, and this one produced by Abner Spector. Well, we know that name. Arranged by Lou Douglas. This one came out in October of 1962. Her name is Tawny Williams. Tawny Williams on the Chess record label. It's called You Lost Me. That record reminds me of a Mary Wells tune. The One Who Really Loves You, maybe a little bit, but that one there from October 62, that's her second release on the Chess record label. Her name is Tawny Williams. Tawny Williams with You Lost Me. You didn't lose Johnny G. We're here till about midnight, 9 to midnight. We'll probably do a half-hour overtime, unless the copyright police come out after me, but we'll see. As I was getting some requests for some hits. I can't do the hits. It's not good. I do have a couple hits for tonight, though, but let's continue here. And here's a request for UK listener Steve Owen. He is in our YouTube chat room here. This singer, born in Mansfield, Ohio, but he was raised in Buffalo, New York. His real name was Darrell Eubanks, but he recorded as Darrell Banks. Now, he would sign with Revelot Records out of Detroit in 1966. Now, Steve requested his debut single, with a tune that was actually written by Donnie Elbert, although they gave credit to Banks on the 45, which I think much later on, it was tied up in the courts for a long, long time, and I think Elbert did eventually get credit, or at least 50% of the song later on. But he's always argued that Banks only suggested that they speed it up a little bit. That was his only contribution, according to Donnie Elbert. But this charted number 27 on Billboard, 24 on Cashbox, was a number 2 record on the Billboard R&B chart, and a big number 1 record if you were tuned in to WJLB in Detroit, Michigan. Going out to Steve Owen in our YouTube chat at this early hour. May 1966, Darrell Banks on Revelot. It's called Open the Door to Your Heart. That's the great sound of Darrell Banks. Darrell Banks' debut single. It's on the Revelot record label. Open the Door to Your Heart is the name of the tune. That one there from May 1966. It's going out to Steve Owen in our YouTube chat room, tuned in over across the pond in the UK. So welcome, Steve, here to the Vinyl Treasure Show. Now, this was his first of two on Revelot. He would have two, I think, on Atco. He has two on Atco in 1967. Then in 68, he has one on Cotillion. And I think in 69, he did two more for the Volt record label. But then his career was just cut short on February 24th of 1970. He was only 32 years old. Died from a gunshot wound by a policeman supposedly involved in an affair with his girlfriend. Unfortunate demise for a great singer there, Darrell Banks. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, and here's a singer we recently lost on February 7th, 2023, at the age of 89. He was the lead singer of a 1950s vocal group called The Willows, born in Richmond, Virginia, but moved to Harlem, New York. And he had a number of solo releases, not only with the vocal groups, but also some solo releases. First, though, in 1956 on the Saxony record label. That record is sitting in my box that I will be taking it home soon. But I had other releases on the Triumph label. These are records I have in the collection: Triumph, Alto, Big Top, Roulette, Alpha, and this one on the United Artists record label. This one produced by Jerry Lieber and Mike Stoller. This charted number 59 on KFXM in San Bernardino, California. Let's go to January 1962. Give a listen to the late Tony Middleton. Tony Middleton on United Artists. The song is called Drifting.
Drifting apart. We were so close at the start. What we did heart to heart. Now we're drifting apart. Yeah. A ship lost at sea, drifting, yeah, so hopelessly, and searching for what used to be. Yeah, searching, girl, you drifted from me. Lost at sea, say I'm drifting, hey, so hopelessly, and I've been searching for what used to be. Say, you drifted from me. Drifting.
That's the late Tony Middleton there. Tony Middleton on United Artists from January 62. Drifting is the name of the tune as we remember Tony Middleton. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, let's go to Philadelphia, PA with this request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland, as this is on Harry Finfer's Arlen record label. It's a female lead with male backing. The group is called The Buttons. Now, some presses were issued on Arlen as the DC's, Deecees. So maybe some of you have it as the DC's. Now, one of the writers is Hal Davis, which might explain why this record was re-released in 1964 on a West Coast label. It was called Extra Records under the name of the lead singer. Her name is Cecilia Moore. I have featured that one here on the program also, but this copy here is on Arlen, and they are called The Buttons. This is for Bob Cruz, February 63. The Buttons on Arlen. It's called You Set My Soul on Fire.
I remember the time when your lips met mine. I felt divine, and on that very day, I gave my heart away because I love you. You set my soul on fire.
That's going out to listener Bob Cruz in Maryland, the sound of The Buttons. Cecilia Moore, she's the lead singer. That one there from February 63. It's on the Arlen record label out of Philadelphia. It's called You Set My Soul on Fire. And Greg Surik, I remember, he goes, you need this record here on the Arlen label by The Buttons. So he charged me $75 for that, 45. I don't know what it sells for now, but that's what he charged me. And the other one, I forget what I paid for. But Barry Saltz sold me the other one. But anyway, let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This next singer, he recorded with Jesse Belvin on the Modern label back in 1956. They were known as the Clicks. They did a song called Girl Girl in My Dreams, Girl of My Dreams, Girl in My Dreams, I think it was called. But then he went solo when he signed with Specialty Records in 1957, but had a bunch of solo releases, and with groups backing him up too, by the way, at least in the late 50s and early 60s, had on Class Records, Rendezvous, King Records, and here's one on Richard Bach and Roy Hart's World Pacific label out of Los Angeles, California. This is the B-side of the 45. It's a song he wrote. This is from April of 1967. Let's give a listen to Eugene Church. Eugene Church on the World Pacific record label, and this is what Johnny G needs to buy more records, although I don't think one will do it. But the song is called Dollar Bill.
Said, I'm sorry, baby, for the way that I made you feel. But you know when you met me, baby, that they call me the dollar bill. Said, I took your money, honey, but I just didn't treat you right. Oh, I kept running in the streets and things, baby. I stayed out late at night, and out of my heart is in pain, baby, and I'm so ashamed. Won't you forgive me? So baby, forgive me. Now you told me that the day would come when I'd be left all alone, and I was gonna miss your love, and baby, after you had gone. But I never knew the day would come when I couldn't dry tears from my eyes. But like that saying goes, you never miss your water, children, till your well run dry. And out of my heart is in pain, baby, and I'm so ashamed. Won't you forgive me? So baby, forgive me. They say that love, baby, can cover all faults. If your love is strong enough, we can make up a time loss. Just give love a break, baby, now. Forgive my mistakes, honey, now. I know I was wrong, sweetie, now please don't leave me alone. Sit all by myself. Sit not by myself. I know that I don't have a right to ask anything of you, but my heart is aching so there ain't nothing else I can do. So I'm begging you, baby, please don't just send me on bended knee. Ooh, listen to another lover's plea and have a little bit of mercy on me. Just give love a break, baby, now. Forgive my mistakes, honey, now. I know I was wrong, sweetie, now please don't leave me alone. Sit all by yourself. Said, hey, hey, ooh, let's give love a break, baby. Now won't you forgive my mistakes, honey? I said I know I was wrong, sweetie. Now please don't leave me alone. Said all by myself. Said not by myself. Let's give love a break, baby. Now forgive my mistakes, honey.
There you go. That's Mr. Eugene Church. Eugene Church from April 67. It's on the World Pacific record label out of Los Angeles, California, song entitled Dollar Bill. That's what we need to buy these 45s. Let's continue here on the All 60s edition. We fill a request for listener Frank Gingaro. He's in our YouTube chat room as we head to Chicago, Illinois, as this group discovered by Fred Cash of the Impressions. He brought them to audition for Curtis Mayfield, who decided to produce their songs, and they were all siblings. They were managed by their father, his name Clarence Burke Sr. Now, this quintet included Clarence Jr., James Kenneth Dennis, and Aloha Burke. Collectively, they were known as the Five Stairsteps. They had 7 releases on Curtis Mayfield's Windy City record label. Now, Frank requested the A-side to their second release on the Windy City label, written by George Keith Fowler and Clarence Burke Sr., the father. It features Clarence Burke Jr. on lead. This charted number 3 on WMBM in Miami, Florida. We go to July of 1966. Let's give a listen to the 5 stair steps. This is for Frank in our YouTube chat room. It's called World of Fantasy.
It's a world where I'm never alone. It's a world of sheer make-believe where all young lovers have gone to set their hearts at ease. It's a world of fantasy. I go there whenever I feel need to make life have a new face. No one intrudes upon my privacy. To me, it's a most wonderful place. Yeah. It's a world of fantasy. Here is where no problems lie. And lovers we all become. We live with love and never cry. 'Cause a lover's song is 1+1. So come on, love, and follow me to my world of fantasy. Come, my love, to my world of fantasy. Come to my world of fantasy. Yeah. My world of fantasy.
Yeah, that's the great sound of the 5 stair steps. That's on the Windy City record label. That's for Frank Gingaro in our YouTube chat room, July 1966. That's their second release on the label, called World of Fantasy. I also like the flip side of this 45, I have to say. So this is my request as we flip over the 45 here, put it on. Let's see, there you go. Instant requests here from your host, Johnny G. As we flip over World of Fantasy, you get this tune here on the flip side. Again, I think that Clarence Burke Jr., he's the lead singer on this. The song is called Playgirl's Love.
You're just a playgirl's love. You're just a playgirl's love. She said she loved me, and I said the same. Whenever she's with me, she tells him she's mine to the end of time. But she doesn't love me, and now I know why. Because you're just a playgirl's love. You're just a playgirl's love. You're just a playgirl's love. You're just a playgirl's love.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Those are the 5 stair steps. Clarence Burke Jr. on lead. That's the flip side of World of Fantasy from July 1966 on the Windy City record label. Playgirl's Love is the name of that one. Let's continue here as we go back out to Los Angeles, California with this request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room. He's tuned in down in Mexico. Now, this group, they recorded for Ruth Conti's Chattahoochee label. I think also she owned the Whittier label, if I'm not mistaken, because they had other releases that came out later on the Whittier label, but they had 6 on the Chattahoochee label, and this was their second. This is actually a cover tune. This song first done in 1963 by Jay Wiggins. Jay Wiggins did it on the IPG record label. Also, I think the Galahads did it maybe after this, later in 1965. They did it on the Starla label, but this rendition was issued in February of 1965. This charted number 8 on KELP. If you were listening in El Paso, Texas, it features Willie Garcia on lead. This one by request for listener Adrian Viterbo. The Midnighters on the Chattahoochee label, their rendition of the tune, Sad Girl.
Sad girl, you look so sad. Did he break your heart? Gee, that's too bad. I guess now you see our love can't be sad, girl. Forget that guy. Come on, let's smile now. Please, won't you try? Get a hold of yourself. Come on and find someone else. Open up your heart, girl. Make a settle, make a brand new start. Please don't you cry. Just go out and find yourself another guy. Sad girl, you just hold your head up high. Things are really gonna change, I know, yeah, as time goes by, because that's the way love goes. Why don't wanna know? Somebody's fool. You're no exception.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for listener Adrian Viterbo in our YouTube chat room, February 65. The Midnighters rendition of the Jay Wiggin tune Sad Girl that came out on the Chattahoochee record label. They're very popular today, as I do get a lot of... I don't even have all their records. Some of them go for some big bucks too, by the way. But anyway, we continue here for a Wednesday evening. We stay out on the West Coast here, this time in San Francisco, with this request for Edmund Williams in our YouTube chat room. This singer was a member of the 1950s vocal group The Romancers that recorded for the Dutone record label. He would go solo in 1958. He would sign with Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. His first release on the Josie label was his biggest hit, a song called Do You Wanna Dance? Remember that 45? My aunt bought that 45 when it came out. But he continued to record into the 1970s on various labels: Autumn, King, Loma, Double Shot, Avco, and others. Now, here's his first of two on the Autumn label. I think you requested this one, Edmund. Tell me if I am wrong, but I like this one too anyway. Tune written by Sylvester Stewart and Tom Donahue. Now, of course, Sylvester Stewart, he was Sly of Sly and the Family Stone, the lead singer of that group. This charted number 6 on Cashbox, 5 on Billboard, a big number 1 record, of course, on KYA in San Francisco, California. We go to May of 1964. Give a listen to Bobby Freeman. Bobby Freeman on the Autumn label. This is for Edmund. It's called Come On and Swim.
Come on, everybody, come on in. Bobby's gonna show you how to do the swim. Kinda like the monkey, kinda like the twist. Pretend you're in the water and you go like this. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Just like the dog, but not so low. Like the hully-gully, but not so slow. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Do what you wanna, do like you wish. Come on, baby, now and swim like a fish. Now, baby, swim. Baby, come on in. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Do the swim, baby, now work it on out. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Do what you wanna. It's alright. 'Cause Bobby's gonna show you how to swim tonight. Now, baby, swim. Come on, baby. I want you to swim. Oh yeah, I want you to do the dog paddle, baby. Now do the backstroke. Shake it up, baby. Twist and shout. Do the swim, baby. Now work it on out. Now, baby, swim. Baby, do the swim. Do what you wanna. It's alright. 'Cause Bobby's gonna do the swim for you tonight. Now, baby, swim.
I wonder who's doing guitar on that. There you go. That's going out to Edmund Williams, the sound of Bobby Freeman. Bobby Freeman from May 1964. That's on the Autumn record label. That's his first of two. Come On and Swim is the name of the tune. There is a clip American Bandstand, Dick Clark and American Bandstand, they opened up one of the shows from 64 with that record. Pretty interesting watching those kids dance the swim. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. Hope you're digging on the tunes here. Those of you tuned in on the Oldies and More Radio Network, also those of you on YouTube. If you like what Johnny G is doing, please give me a thumbs up, tell your friends about it, and subscribe to the broadcast as we continue here. We fill a request for listener Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. This singer from Fayetteville, Tennessee, originally best known for a 1958 release on the Capitol record label called For Your Love. That was a 45 that my aunt purchased back in 1958. But throughout his career, he was not only a talented singer, but he was also a songwriter, arranger, and producer. But here is a vocal by him that came out on the Max record label. It's a song he wrote. This charted number 58 on WGR in Buffalo, New York. And the girls backing him up in the background here, they are Dee Dee Warwick, Sissy Houston, and Sylvia Shemwell. Let's go to January 1964 by request for Warren in our YouTube chat room, Mr. Ed Townsend. Ed Townsend on the Max record label. The song is called I Might Like It.
Don't hold me close while we're dancing. Don't take me out romancing. Don't say I'm the boy who fills your heart with joy. I'm telling you, girl, that I might get to like. And what if I do? I know I couldn't have you. So don't give me the eye when you go walking by. You better leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Baby, said I might like it. And what if I do? I know I couldn't have you. If I went out with you, it would be the biggest scandal in town. Baby, that's why I walk away whenever you come around. Everybody knows that you belong on the other side of the track. And if they find you down here with me, little girl, you can never go back. So don't kiss me goodnight. It wouldn't be right. Better go home. You better go home. I'm telling you, baby. You know I like it, like. Don't hold me so close.
That's by request for Warren Russell in our YouTube chat room. That's the great sound of Ed Townsend. Ed Townsend, January 64 on the Max, M-A-X-X record label. I Might Like It. Tell your friends about the Vinyltreasure show. They may like it. They may like it. This is the one of three programs that I do here. This is the all 60s shows, mostly soul and northern soul, some other oddballs that I play here on the program, but also tomorrow afternoon I do like a special afternoon show beginning at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We're counting down the 1957 Relic Survey. It was a survey that Relic Records compiled back in 1997 by collectors voting their top 20 records for the entire year of 97. And 57, 97, 57. And then on Saturday nights, of course, it's the big 50s and early 60s show, a big request show that we do here. Get lots of response to that show, both live and on the archive. Let's continue here with the 60s show. You all know this singer from Newark, New Jersey, was the lead singer of the Four Lovers and also the Four Seasons, but he had a number of solo releases in the 1960s, or beginning into the 1960s, because he went well into the 70s and 80s. First recording for Smash Records, then later Philips, but here's his third release on the Smash label. I think I featured his first not too long ago, a song called You're Gonna Hurt Yourself. I think that was his first, but this is definitely his third, written by Bob Crew and Bob Gaudio. This is arranged by Herb Bernstein. This bubbled under on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 112, but it was a number 5 record on WTAC up in Flint, Michigan. Daryl, that's your country, I think. This is from April 1966. Let's give a listen to Frankie Valli. Frankie Valli on the Smash record label. It's called You're Ready Now.
You ready now? 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 You ready now?
When I met you, you were too young to hang around where the boobies hung. Swing and dance where the swingers swung. Well, you're ready now, you're ready now, you're ready now, girl, you're ready now. Grew up fast like overnight. You had a chain girl out of sight. Wanna swing and dance all night. You're ready now, you're ready now, you're ready now, oh, you're ready now. You pick up quick, knew you would. You move that groove just the way you should. You got that feel, burning good. Well, you're ready now, oh, you're ready now, you're ready now, girl, you're ready now. Come on near me,
Come on, baby.
come on near me.
Come on, baby.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
Oh, baby, can you hear me?
Yes, I hear you.
You got it, girl. Got that talk. You got that wiggle in the way you walk. You got I see gets to me. You're ready now. You're ready now. You're ready now, girl. You're ready now.
You ready now? You ready now? You ready now?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
You ready now?
Johnny, you getting caught here. There you go. That's the sound of Frankie Valli. I was sending that one out to Tony Crosby in our YouTube chat. And he said that's a big Northern Soul favorite there. From April 1966 on the Smash record label, You're Ready Now, Frankie Valli. That's on Styrene. That didn't play so bad. I have multiple copies of that record too. You know, I was trying to find better copies of the records because I used to pick a lot of these things up in my travels when I was, before I really started, working. And, when you do accounting work, it's a very tedious work and you work late hours. You don't have time to go out in the wild looking for 45s. But anyway, I'm glad that I can play them here for you on a Wednesday evening. Let's continue here. And we fill a request again for listener Adrian Viterbo in Mexico. This singer from Coahoma County, Mississippi, first started singing gospel in the early 1960s. Then he signed with Doc Russell's Gold Wax record label. That was 1964. He would have 14 releases through the year 1969 for this Gold Wax label. Now, Adrian requested his third, and this tune written by O.B. McClinton, who recorded it first also on the Gold Wax label as Oboe, O-B-O-E. But here is a cover. This charted number 26 on KATZ. If you are listening in St. Louis, Missouri, we go to October 1965. This is going out to Adrian in our YouTube chat room. This is Mr. James Carr. James Carr on the Gold Wax label. It's called She's Better Than You.
Said if you leave me, baby, that I lose my mind. You told me true love, baby, was kind of hard to find, but I found me love, baby, in a day or two, better than you, much better than you. Said could nobody love me way you could. You told me, oh, but I never had love so good. But oh, but I found me love, baby, in a day or two, much better than you, much better than you. Used to love me in the morning, so late at night, oh, when I'm home, you tell me everything is alright. Peace go with you, baby. Joy right behind you. And I pray that someday that you love to find. 'Cause I found me love as true as a star. Better than you, much better than you. I found love of my own. I don't have to ask nobody about. I know I found a true love of my own. She loved me in the morning, and she loved me so late at night.
October 65 release there for James Carr. That's a cover originally done by Oboe. That's James Carr version of She's Better Than You by request for Adrian Viterbo. That's on the Gold Wax record label. Let's continue here. Let's fill a request for UK listener Steve Owens, this singer from Detroit born Jimmy James Barnes, but he recorded as J.J. Barnes first in 1960 with his group called the Delphis. That was on the Cable record label. I do have that record. In 1963, he signed with McKay's for 6 releases, and he would have one other on the Ring label before he signed with Ed Woodgate's Rick Tick record label. Now, Steve requested his first of 4 he had on the Rick Tick label, written by Don Davis and Lula Bailey. This charted number 7 on WCHB in Detroit, Michigan. We go to October of 1965. Let's give a listen to J.J. Barnes. This is going out to UK listener Steve Owens on the Rick Tick label. It's called Please Let Me In.
Same old 2 feet, walking down your street. Same old hand, there it goes, knocking on your door. Same old voice you heard so many times before. It's here once more. Baby, please let me in. You know that I love you, baby. Just let me love you once more, like I did so many times before. Yeah. more will I want, baby. Please let me in. Know that I love you, baby. Just let me love you once more, like I did so many times before. Yeah, oh baby. Please let me in. I love you. Please let me in. I need you. Same old salty tears I'm shedding once more. Please hear my lonely plea. Come on, baby, see about me. Only let me come back home. No more will I roam, baby. Please let me in. Please let me in. Oh, baby. Sugar, darling. Oh, darling, darling. Yeah, baby.
That's going out to UK listener Steve Owens. That's the sound of J.J. Barnes. That's his first of 4 on the Rick Tick record label, October 65. Please Let Me In is the name of the tune. In 67, he would record for Groovesville, and he would have other releases also on the Rivalot label, also Buddha and Volt Records. Johnny G here on a Wednesday. As we continue here, let's go back to Philadelphia now with this request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. Now, this group first recording for Jerry Ross's Cheryl label in 1961. Their biggest hit was their debut single, a song called It's Unbelievable. And after their second release on the Cheryl label, they met up with Bobby King. He owned a record store and this label called Crossfire Records, and the group had this release and a request for listener Bob Cruz, written by group member Weldon McDougall and Norman Feinberg. It features Jackie Marshall on lead. We go to August of 1963. Let's give a listen to the Larks from Philadelphia on the Crossfire record label. It's called Fabulous Cars and Diamond Rings. This is for Bob.
I don't have riches and things, but I feel like a king. Ooh, I have a girl. She means more to me. And diamond rings. I love this
There's something going on at the end of that record. I don't know what it is, but it's definitely in the wax there. But there you go. That's going out to a listener, Bob Cruz. Those are the Larks out of Philadelphia on the Crossfire record label with Jackie Marshall on lead, August 1963. Fabulous Cars and Diamond Rings. I think this record was then picked up by Guidon Records. They would put it out in March of 1964. They also had other releases, this same group on the A-Rock label, and also the same group that recorded for the Jet, J-E-T-T label. I think, Bob, you requested that Jet single also. Interesting thing it says here, it says from the album Unbelievable. So I don't know if the Larks had an LP. That's interesting, but I didn't think that they did, but maybe they do, and Johnny G is losing his mind. But anyway, let's continue here. Up next, this next singer, he was the lead singer for a number of 1950s vocal groups that you'll hear on my Saturday night show, like the Sparks of Rhythm, the Savoys, the Pretenders, the Jones Boys, and then in 1957 he went solo, had some pretty big hits as a solo artist, songs like Handyman and Good Timin', but others also. But he continued to sing into the 1980s, and here's one that he did in August of 1967. It's actually a cover tune. This song originally done on the Minute label by The Showman in 1963. But this version bubbled under at number 101, but was a number 35 record on WKYB in Hemingway, South Carolina, if you were tuned in. It's his first of two on the Bell record label from August 1967. Let's give a listen to Jimmy Jones. Jimmy Jones on the Bell label. It's called 392440 Shape.
You're the girl for me.
August 67 release there for Mr. Jimmy Jones. Jimmy Jones doing the Showman's song, 39-21-40 shape. That one there on the Bell record label. Is that even... I don't know if those measurements go for today's gals. I don't know, maybe the 1960s gals, but I don't know about today. But this Jimmy Jones had a lot of releases in the 1960s on different labels. I have them on Parkway. I have them on other labels. Johnny G drawing a blank here. And that's on styrene. I hate painted on label styrene 45s. But this one is not on a painted on label 45. This group is out of New Haven, Connecticut. They first recorded for the Select label back in 1964 as the Campells, Kampells. Then 6 months later, they changed their name to Harry Janes and the Jane Men, and they recorded a cool two-sided 45 on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. And I'm featuring the intended A-side of their 45. Mark already requested the B-side. Let's go to March of 1965 for Harry Janes and the Jane Men. This is on the Josie record label. It's called On This Busy Sidewalk.
People talking loud on this busy sidewalk. I'm just one of the crowd on this busy sidewalk. People just hurry on by, tell them I'm just another guy. The only sad fish that I see is my reflection staring back at me. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk. Baby, you left me on this busy sidewalk. There is no pity on this busy sidewalk. I'm lonely when you're not around. I come here just to look at the ground, where I could see on the sidewalk that you love me in a heart talk, baby. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk. Watching people walk on this busy sidewalk. On this sidewalk. On our thoughts of joy. On this busy sidewalk. On this sidewalk. Watching our hearts fade away. I fell apart when you went away. You left me for someone else. I'm all alone, baby, I'm all by myself. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk. I'm so lonely on this busy sidewalk.
That's March 1965 release there for Harry Janes and the Jane Men. That's on the Josie record label. On This Busy Sidewalk is the name of the tune. I remember when I bought this record, it was a buy it now. It was not on eBay. It was from Doug Hanners. Doug Hanners in Texas used to put out a list, a set sale list, a first come, first serve. And I used to buy a lot of records from Doug through the years. And I got this from him. And the flip side is an excellent tune. Also, the B-side here, as requested by Mark Speck, an instant request for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. Let's give a listen to Harry Janes and the Jane Men. This is on Josie Records. You flip over On This Busy Sidewalk, you get a tune called My Baby's Coming Home. This is for Mark Speck.
My baby called me on the phone today. She told me she was on her way. My baby's coming home. My baby's coming home. Soon there's gonna be a knock on my door, and I won't be alone anymore. My baby's coming home. My baby's coming home. Now there'll be no more sleepless nights. Everything is gonna be alright. Things will be like they used to be. My baby will be holding me. I'm gonna dust off her favorite chair. I just can't wait to see her sitting there. My baby's coming home. My baby's coming home. My baby's coming home. I wanna tell you right now, my baby's coming home. I just can't wait to see her sitting there. She's coming home. Things is gonna be alright.
B-sides here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go, Harry Janes and the Janemen. That's the B-side to On This Busy Sidewalk, a song entitled My Baby's Coming Home. That one there came out in March of 1965. That's on the Josie record label. And that song also covered, and actually a nice rendition of that from December 65, later in the year on the Midtown label by Spencer that I have featured here on the program. That's Spencer 45, another great two-sided 45. If you have any requests or you need to get in touch with your disc jockey, that's me, Johnny G. You can send me an email at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the hotline to get in touch with Johnny G. As we continue here, let's go back to Chicago. This singer, born Eugene Dixon, he was the lead singer first of the Dookays, first recording for the Nat label back in 1961. He had a big #1 hit on the VJ record label with a song called Duke of Earl. Now, after his 10 releases on the VJ label, signed with Constellation Records, had lots of great singles on Constellation, about 17 or so, but he would sign with Brunswick then, had 9 releases on the Brunswick. Let's give a listen to his fourth. And this is a song he co-wrote. This was a #20 record on WATZ in St. Louis, Missouri. We go to August 1968. Let's give a listen to Gene Chandler. Gene Chandler on the Brunswick record label. It's called Those Were the Good Old Days.
Those were the good old days, baby. afternoon, we're getting out for summer vacation in May. Oh, true. Do you remember the time when we didn't have a dime, but we had each other, so we didn't mind the days. And I could find you, but you couldn't find me. Those were the good old days, baby, when we used to eat dill pickle with peppermint stick and pour hot sauce on potato chips and eat a little Mary Jane with some old licorice.
Oh, there you go. The sound of Gene Chandler there from August 1968. That's the intended A-side of his fourth single on the Brunswick record label. Those were the good old days. They definitely were back then. So we're going to do an instant request from Mark Speck here, and we're going to flip this 45 over. Let's see, anything pertinent on this label here. A tune written by James Brown and Buddy, what is that, Hobgood. And this one produced by Carl Davis and the singer, Gene Chandler. So we do an instant request. Here we go. Right there. We do an instant request from Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. The sound of Gene Chandler. You heard the A-side. Here is the B-side. It's called There Was a Time. This is from August 1968.
A dance I used to do. They call them mashed potatoes. Look at here. There was a dance they call a jerk. Everybody relax and watch me work. All right. Look here. In my hometown, up here with the boys, the name of the place is Chicago, Illinois. Together any types of weather that we do the camel walk. Alright, look here. Now there was a dance that I used to do. Now the name of the dance they call the boogaloo. Do the dance as well as you, but you can bet your bottom dollar you never hear me holler. I do the best that I can do. All right, look here. There was a time. Sometimes I dance, sometimes I dance, baby, sometimes I dance, baby, 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 dance. Ha. They call me the woman handler, they call me the woman handler, but you can bet you haven't seen nothing yet. I tell you you see me do the Gene Chandler?
That's Gene Chandler doing James Brown. There you go. That's an instant request for listener Mark Speck, and that's the flip side of Those Were the Good Old Days from August 68 on Brunswick, song entitled There Was a Time. Yes, there was. Let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Let's go to Ann Arbor, Michigan for this next singer. He was discovered while he was still in high school by Ann Arbor disc jockey at the time, Ollie McLaughlin, and he was very helpful in getting his first recording session with Atlantic Records. Would have 2 releases on the Atlantic label. Now, Ollie would form his own label. It was called Carla Records. It was named after his daughter. I think he had another label called Karen, named after another daughter. But he would sign this singer to his label, and in late 1965, he would score his biggest hit. His first release on the Carla label was called Love Makes the World Go Round. But let's give a listen to his 5th release, his 5th of 7 on Carla Records. This was number 65 on Billboard, a big number 4 on WAME if you were listening in Miami, Florida. We go to November of 1967. Let's give a listen to Dion Jackson. Dion Jackson on the Carla label. It's called Ooh Baby.
Gotta say is, please don't leave me, baby. All you gotta say is that you understand that I'm your man, because ooh, baby, I can't do without you. Ooh, baby, I can't do without you. Please don't turn me away. Let me hear you ask me to stay. Please don't let me go, girl. Stop me from walking out the door, because ooh, baby, I can't do without you. Ooh, baby, I can't do without you. Girl, you know you're doing good, treating me nice. Everything is just like sugar. All you gotta do is add the spice. Ooh, baby, I can't do without you. Ooh, baby, I can't do without you. Girl, now just take my hand. Say that you understand. Tell me that you need me so. Say you're never gonna let me go, because ooh, baby, I can't do without you. Ooh, baby, I can't do without you. And you know it. Ooh, well, baby, I can't do without you.
November 1967 release there for Dion Jackson. That's his 5th release on the Carla record label. Ooh Baby is the name of the tune. We're going to flip the 45 over. Instant requests for listener Mark Speck here. And that is this is the B-side of the 45 here. And Mr. Dion Jackson, you flip over Ooh Baby from November 1967. You get this tune called All, I can't read it, All on a Sunny Day. This is from Mark Speck in the YouTube chat room.
Remember when I first met you, how I tried so hard not to let you penetrate my lonely heart. But you did, and that was just the start. It happened all on a sunny day. Everything was groovy, baby. All on a sunny day. Girl, you really moved me. I fell in love with just one kiss. It happened just that way on a sunny day. I was burned by love before, so much so that I shut the door till you came along and proved me wrong with a love that's so deep and strong. It happened all on that sunny day. Everything was groovy, baby. All on that sunny day. Girl, you really moved me. I fell in love with just one kiss. It happened just that way on a sunny day. Yeah, it happened all on a sunny day. Everything was groovy, baby. Yeah, on a sunny day. Girl, you really moved me. I fell in love with just one kiss. It happened just that way on a sunny day. On a sunny day. On a sunny day.
Instant request there for Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. All on a Sunny Day is the name of the tune. I gotta say that's a pretty nice record there. Great two-sided 45. We heard the flip side, his fifth of seven on the Carla label. That's Dion Jackson, Ooh Baby. We first heard from November 1957. Let's go to Philadelphia now. Fill a request for listener Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. This group signed with Gilda Wood's Dion record label in late 1966. They had 8 releases on the label. Their debut single was the group's biggest hit. It was called Dry Your Eyes. But let's give a listen to the group's follow-up, their follow-up to that Dry Your Eyes, and it's actually a cover tune. Both sides, I'm going to play both sides of this 45, as both sides were played on Billboard, and I think were played on the radio in general, and it is a cover of a Smokey Robinson and the Miracles tune that they did originally in 1960. Was actually a B-side to Shop Around. So this one is from April of 1967, charted number 66 on Billboard, number 19 on the Billboard R&B chart, but a big number one. This was a number one record on WIGO in Atlanta, Georgia. It features Brenda Payton on lead. This is going out to Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat room. Brenda and the Tabulations on Dion Records. It's their rendition of the tune, Who's Lovin' You? For Frank.
When I had you near, I treated you bad and wrong, my dear. And since you've been gone away, don't you know I sit around with my head hanging
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. That one there by request for Frank Chingaro in our YouTube chat from April 1967. That's the second release for Brenda and the Tabulations on the Dion record label, doing the Miracles tune, Who's Loving You, as the Copyright Police stick their head out. Go back, go away. Now, Copyright Police, they are a pain in the neck, with my 60s show, because these are more... well, I should say, maybe a lot of the people still involved with these 60s records are still around, so maybe the copyright is more kind of lively, and it's running through their the AI filter that they use. But there you go. We're going to flip the 45 over. Brenda Payton, she's the lead singer of the group. Now, this flip side also charted. This tune, written by Samuel Bell and Lorraine Ellison. This song was first done by Ben Aiken. He did it first on Morris Levy's Roulette record label in September of 1965. And this one, released in April 67, an excellent cover, was number 19 on WQTW in Latrobe, Pennsylvania. We give a listen to Brenda and the Tabulations, the flip side of Who's Loving You. It's called Stay Together, Young Lovers.
Stay together, young lovers.
There you go, the great sound of Brenda And the Tabulations, the great sound of Philadelphia there. That is Brenda Payton on lead. April 1967, Stay Together Young Lovers. That is a cover originally done by Ben Aiken, and that is the flip side to Frank Chingaro's request, Who's Loving You, on the Dion record label from April 67. We continue here with the requests. This time for UK listener Steve Owen. We go back to Detroit. Now, this group called the Falcons. They were a number of Falcons group with different members. Now, this Falcons lineup included John Alvin, James Ooey Gibson, Alton Bart Hollowell, and Carlos Sonny Monroe. First recording for the Atlantic label in October of 1963. They had another on Lupine in 64. Then in 66, they signed with Big Wheel Records. They had 4 releases on the label. This was their first. It features James Gibson on lead. We go to April of 1966. This charted number 8 on WJLB in Detroit, Michigan. These are the Falcons for Steve Owen. It's called, in parentheses, I'm a Fool. I must love you. These are the Falcons on Big Wheel.
Is it love or
That's going out to Steve Owen in the UK, the sound of the Falcons there. April 1966 release. It's on the Big Wheel record label. That's their first of four. It's called I'm a Fool, I Must Love You. That is the name of the tune. JohnnyG's, I don't know if I'm a fool for buying all these records. It's not, but when I can play them for you, the listeners, that is the cool thing. And then I get to listen to them myself. So it's a double good thing for Johnny G. And hope you're digging on the tunes again. If you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Tell your friends about it. We do this every Wednesday here on YouTube and also simultaneously on Oldies and More Radio. So thank you all for tuning in. Let's continue here with this request for listener Bob Cruz in Maryland. This gal, she's from Los Angeles, California. One time married to Richard Berry. For those of you that don't know Richard Berry, he was a big part of the LA music scene back in the 1950s as a singer and a songwriter and a musician, and he performed with many vocal groups like the Flairs and the Robins, to name a few, but best known, I guess we can say, for writing what? That song Louie Louie, not to mention discovering young L.A. talent, and his future wife, who is this singer, first recorded for the Vanco record label, but she recorded for many labels like Dot, Reveille, Little Star, Planetary, and relating to Bob's request, Gene Autry's Challenge record label. This song written by David Gates. David Gates, he was also a singer and writer, and did a lot of writing in the late 1950s, and also the founding member of the 1970s group, or one of the founding members of the 1970s group Bread. But he wrote this tune for Miss Dorothy Berry. Dorothy Berry from November 63, going out to Bob Cruz. It's called Crying on My Pillow.
Every night I sit at home and wait for him to call. Waiting with my teddy bear, staring at the wall. Picking up the pieces of the heart he broke that day. Crying on my pillow ever since he went away. Since he went away. Wonder why he went away. Can't forget the day we met by chances quite remote. Flashed a glance out to romance, and man, that's all she wrote. Blue, blue eyes just like the skies, but now they're turning gray. Crying on my pillow ever since he went away. Since he went away. Wonder why he went away. Yesterday I saw him walking home with my best friend. I know I can't trade a place, so I'll just pretend. Told him I still love him now, just what more can I say? Crying on my pillow ever since he went away. Since he went away. Wonder why he went away. He went away. Since he went away. Ever since he went away. Wonder why he won't come back to stay. Since he went away. Ever since he went away. Wonder why he crying on my pillow. Since he went away.
That's by request for Bob Cruz, the sound of Dorothy Berry there, November 63. It's on the Challenge record label. Crying on My Pillow is the name of the tune. I was crying the other night with the sprained calf, that is for sure. But that, thankfully, it's doing well now. As the days goes on, it gets better. But I still got to take an Advil or two. But let's continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. You know this next singer. He was the lead singer of the Platters, but he left the group. When did he leave the group? 1960 or 61. He left the group, and he went on to do a solo career, and he recorded on a bunch of different labels, Reprise Records, and also the Philips record label. He did 3 releases on the Philips label. This is his third, and this tune written by Jeff Barry, not Barry. Jeff Barry and Tony Powers, and this is a cover. This song, I think, originally done by Bertie Green. I think she did it first in September of 62, and somebody else did this record also, or a couple other people did. But let's give a listen to this version by Tony Williams. It's arranged by Tico Wilshire. I tell you, if you see a 45 with Tico Wilshire on the label, you better buy it. It's from September 63. Tony Williams on the Philips label, his rendition of the tune, How Come?
Well, you, my friend, and I remember when I told you, wish that she would come back home to stay. Put your arm round my shoulder, said I was much better off this way. But tell me now, how come my heart is breaking and how come my body's aching and how come you've been seeing her every night, every night? Oh, how come? You said that girls like her were just a dime a dozen, and she was cheating on me with another guy. Told me I should forget her, and I was lucky that she said goodbye. But now I wonder, how come you know so much about her? How come you wanted me without her? How come you've been seeing her every night, every night? Oh, how come? So much about her. How come you wanted me without her? One more thing now, I wanna know now. How come you've been seeing her every night, every night? Oh, how come? How come you know so much about her? How come you about her? Every night, every night.
Cover tunes here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. There you go. That's Tony Williams' rendition of How Come. That's his third release on the Philips label, released in September of 1963. Let's go back out to Los Angeles, California now for this gal. She did a lot of session work out on the West Coast. First recorded for the Domain record label, had 2 releases in 1963, and then I think she also did a duet with Round Robin, also recorded for that Domain label. But in 1965, she signed with Gene Autry's Challenge record label, and she had 2 releases on the Challenge label. This is her second, a tune written by Keith Colley. Keith Colley was both a writer and also a singer. Let's go to June of 65. Give a listen to Yvonne Carroll. Yvonne Carroll on the Challenge record label. It's called Laugh or Cry.
Shall I laugh it up and try to cover up the truth that's hurting me so? You really did go. Oh, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. Now that you said goodbye, should I let him come? These tears that want to overrun or make me believe you're still mine and things are going fine. Oh, I don't know if I should laugh or cry. If I cry, maybe my tears could wash away the hurt inside, but I don't think so. Then again, if I just pretend things are fine like they've always been, I'd feel a little better, I know. So shall I the same. Or should I just let my heart tear me apart? Oh, I don't know if I should let a cry. Now that you said goodbye, oh, I don't know if I should let a cry.
June 65 release there by Yvonne Carroll. Yvonne Carroll on the Challenge record label. Laugh or Cry is the name of the tune. I like that record there, but Mark Speck wants to hear the flip side of this 45, so we'll do an instant request for Mark Speck. And I guess maybe for Valentine's Day, this next song would be appropriate. And also, we can send it out to Dave the Rave in our YouTube chat room. He might like this song too. It's from June of 1965. Yvonne Carroll. We just heard Laugh or Cry on the Challenge record label. And we do an instant request now for Mark Speck. We'll also send it out to Mr. Dave the Rave. It's called Mr. Love Man.
Another night, the stars are bright, but I know things just aren't quite right. I'm sad and blue. Oh, please, Mr. Moon, oh, won't you bring to me soon a love that's oh so true? Got a whole lot of love in my heart, but no one to give it to. Waiting for you. Oh, Mr. Loveman, when you gonna come on through? Every day that passes by, another tear falls from my eye. I'm not too strong. So no matter where you are, beyond the land or sea or far, oh, please don't take too long. Anticipating your sweet love, I am waiting, thinking of your kisses true. Waiting for you. Oh, Mr. Loveman, when you gonna come on through? You can't miss me, darling. I'll be so easy to find. Standing here, reaching out with my arms open wide. You know me by my lonely eyes. It won't be hard to recognize me. You will see, yeah. A girl who's standing all alone with no sweet man to call her own. So hurry, please. Got a whole lot of love in my heart, but no one to give it to. Waiting for you. Oh, Mr. Loveman, when you gonna come on through? Waiting for you. Oh, Mr. Loveman, when you gonna make it on through? Yes, just waiting for you.
That's an instant request from Mark Speck. Yvonne Carroll with Mr. Love Man. That one there from June 1965. It's on the Challenge record label. That's the flip side of Laugh or Cry. That's her second release on the Challenge record label. Let's fill a request now for listener Edmund Williams, this singer from Rosemark, Tennessee. First recording back in 1952 for the Modern record label. That same year, he would sign with Don Robey's Duke record label, recording as Bobby Blue Bland, but he would have about 55 or so singles on the Duke label through the year 1973. Now, this was his 26th release, and his real name was Robert Calvin Brooks but we recorded as Bobby Blue Bland. He dropped the blue in 1962, and this song charted number 29 on Cashbox, 22 on Billboard, number 6 on the Billboard R&B chart, and a number 2 record, a big hit on WUST in Bethesda, Maryland. Let's go to December 1962. This is by request for listener Edmund Williams in Queens, New York. Bobby Bland on Duke. It's called Call on Me.
Love and affection, a heart so true. Yours for the asking, I've got it all right here for you. You needn't be lonely, you shouldn't be blue. I'll design a life of love for you, and here's all you got to do. When you need a good loving, when you need a good kissing, when you need a good hugging, yeah, 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 won't you call on me? You can't live alone, dear, your whole life through. Everybody needs a future, and I can see my future in you. When you need a good kissing, when you need a good hugging, yeah, 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 won't you call on me? You can't live alone, dear, your whole life through. Everybody has a future, and I can see my future in you. When you need a good loving, when you need a good kissing, when you need a good wild loving, yeah, yeah, won't you call on me? Won't you call on me? Early in the morning.
That's the great sound of Bobby Bland. That's going out to listener Edmund Williams, December 62 release. That's on the Duke record label, Don Roby's Duke Records out of Houston, Texas. Call on Me is the name of the tune. If you want to call on Johnny G, you got to send me an email. That's vinyltreasures@AOL.com. That's for all requests and all chatter. And thank you all for all the emails that I receive. If I don't get back to you right away, I will eventually, as Johnny G is multitasking. I'm used to that, being an accountant, you know. We need to multitask. Sometimes it's difficult for Charlene to multitask, but that's okay because she helps me out as best she can. As we continue here on the Vinyl Treasure Show, we go to Detroit, Michigan for this next request. It's for Bob Cruz in Maryland. This gal, she was the daughter of Dave Hamilton. Now, Dave Hamilton was a session musician at Motown Records, and this is her debut single. Came out on Al Sears' Seroc label, Seroc Records out of New York City. Now, her father co-wrote this tune with William Garrett, Christopher Bell, and Mike Hanks, who also produced and arranged it. Now, her name is Charmaine Hamilton, but she recorded just as Charmaine. We go to August of 1962. Seroc Records. Her name is Charmaine. This is for Bob Cruz. It's called Young Girl.
Billy boy, I want to marry you. Billy boy, that's what can't leave my mother. Ooh, Billy boy, don't you know I care? Yes, I can. Billy boy, I'll go anywhere, but I'm a young girl. Oh yes, I'm a young girl. Yes, 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 I'm a young girl, and I just can't leave my mother. Can't leave my mother. I heard you ask my ma and pa if you could be their son-in-law. I heard my mama scream, oh no, I just can't let my daughter go. Ooh, Billy boy, I love you desperately, but right now, that's how it's got to be. 'Cause I'm a young girl. Oh, yes, I'm a young girl. Yes, 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 I'm a young girl, and I just can't leave my mother. Can't leave my mother. La la la, la 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 la, la 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 la, la 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 la. Oh, la la la, la 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 la.
August 1962 request there for Charmaine. Really, her name, Charmaine on the label, but her real name Charmaine Hamilton, and that's on the Ciroc record label. Young Girl is the name of the tune, and that one there by request for listener Bob Cruz. Now, she would have two more releases in 1964 on the Temple label and one on 20th Century Fox, which I think I have that 20th Century Fox release. Now, at Motown, her father, he played the guitar and the vibraphone. So there you go. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening, not afternoon. And we continue here. Let's go to New York City. Let's fill a request for Jerry Gingaro. That is the wife to Frank Gingaro. Thank you all for your requests, as this group did 3 on Jerry Blaine's Josie record label. This was their first. This was produced and arranged by Ben Boyce. The song written by group member Ralph Meeks. And this is the B-side of the 45. But this was played also. This charted number 3 on KDAY in, well, that can't be San Antonio, Texas. KDAY is in California. So that's got to be California. Now, the lead singer, his name is Johnny Matthews. This is from December 65. It's Johnny and the Expressions on the Josie label. This is going out to listener Jerry Gingaro. The song is called Something I Want to Tell You.
Something I wanna
pass me by with another guy. And I don't know why. Yeah, yeah, Tell me, is this love and affection? Tell me, is this a deep inspiration? Oh, what is this thing you do that makes me wanna believe in you? Girl, I need you. Girl, I need you. No one else will do. No one else will do. All because I love you. All because I love you. There's something I wanna tell you. Something I wanna tell you. Something I wanna tell you. Something I wanna tell you.
As December 1965, that's Johnny and the Expressions. Johnny Matthews, he's the lead singer. That's on the Josie record label. It's called Something I Want to Tell You. And Frank and Jerry are singing along to that record. That's pretty cool. I wish Barbara would be able to sing. And some of the lyrics of the 50s stuff are very easy for her to do, but she won't do it. Anyway, there you go. That's a good one there for Valentine's Day. Send wishing happy Valentine's Day to all the lovers out there. As we continue here, let's do an instant request here for Mark Speck. He wants me to flip over Jerry's request there. This is from December 65. This is the intended A-side, Johnny and the Expressions on the Josie label. It's called Where Is the Party? This is for Mark Speck, an instant request.
Talk to you.
That's an instant request there from Mark Speck in our YouTube chat room. That's Johnny and the Expressions. Where is the Party is the name of the tune. That's the flip side to I Want to Tell You, December 65 release, their first release for the Josie record label. Up next, the singer from Marianne, is it Marianne, Florida? I guess that's what it says here. No, Marianne, Florida. Did I say that right? I don't. That doesn't sound right. He began his career recording for the Laurie record label back in 1962. Then in 1963, he signed with United Artists Records, had releases through 1973. That's 10 years on the label. That was about 35 releases, but let's give a listen to his fifth release. It's a song he wrote, and I always liked this song. I don't like all his records, but I do like some of them. This one produced by Jack Gold, arranged by Bill Justice, and Mark says that Ray Stevens is singing background vocals on this. I didn't know that. This charted number 13 on Billboard, number 12 on Cashbox, a number 2 record on WNDR in Syracuse, New York. Let's go to January 1965. Let's give a listen to Bobby Goldsboro. Bobby Goldsboro on United Artists, and the song is called Little Things.
Little things that you do make me glad I'm in love with you. Little things that you say make me glad that I feel this way. The way you smile, the way you hold my hand, and when I'm down, you always understand. You know I love those little things in my ear that you say when there's no one here. Little things that you do let me know that your love is true. When we walk, you like to hold my hand, and when we talk, you tell me I'm your man. You know I love those little things that I hear, the little things you whisper in my ear. I know there ain't nobody else like you. No one could do the little things you do. Little things that you do make me glad I'm in love with you. Little things that you say make me glad that I feel this way. When we walk, you like to hold my hand, and when we talk, you tell me I'm your man. You know I love those little things that I hear, the little things you whisper in my ear. I know there ain't nobody else like you. No one could do the little things you do.
January 1965 release there for Bobby Goldsboro. Bobby Goldsboro on the United Artists Records. Little Things is the name of the tune. Of course, going back to the Webbs, he was a member of a vocal group, the Webbs. I have them on the Heart record label. He is on there too, and I have him on the Laurie record label also. Let's continue here on Vinyl Treasures. This next singer is originally from Birmingham, Alabama, but he relocated out to the West Coast. First recording in 1960 for the Trey record label. He had another release in 61 on Senko Records, and in 62 two on Leon Renee's Class record label. This was his very next release that came out on Lloyd McCraw's Titanic label, which was out of Hollywood, California. This tune written by Billy Page, produced and arranged by Gene Page. Let's go to April of 1963. Let's give a listen to Kel Osborne. Kel Osborne on the Titanic record label. The tune is called Quicksand.
I know you're no good for me, and all my friends agree as well. They've done all they could for me, but advice won't break your spell. Quicksand's what you've got me, and I can't begin to tear myself away from you. But oh, I'm trying to. But even though you cheat and don't care who knows, I keep running back to you. I suppose it's because you got me caught in quicksand. Oh, I struggle to be free. The more it seems, darling, you mean to me. All the while I'm thinking, leave her, leave her, leave her. But all while I'm sinking, deeper, deeper, deeper. Whoa, quicksand's what you got me, and I can't begin to tear myself away from you. But oh, I'm trying to. But even though you cheat and don't care who knows, I keep running back to you. I suppose it's because you got me caught in quicksand. The more I struggle to be free, the more it seems, darling, you mean to me. I'm caught in quicksand. Oh, baby, please don't let me down. I need your love. I'm caught. No, 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 no. Don't let me down.
The April 1963 release there for Kel Osborne. Kel Osborne on the Titanic record label, song entitled Quicksand. We're going to flip the 45 over because the flip side I like also. This was a recent addition to the Johnny G collection. Let's flip it over here. April 63, the flip side of Quicksand by Kel Osborne, tune written by Billy Page again on Titanic Records. It's called The Lonely Boy Song.
I want your love and nothing more. I wanna be the one that you adore, but somebody else, you're everything. So until you come to me, don't you know that I've gotta sing?
That's April 63 release there for Kel Osborne. That is the B-side of his 45 on the Titanic record label, the Lonely Boys song. And we heard the intended A-side there, a song entitled Quicksand. No, not the Martha and the Vandellas tune Quicksand. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening, broadcasting live over Oldies and More Radio Network. Also live on the YouTube stream. Again, if you're new to the program, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and click the bell to get notifications when Johnny G goes live. And also please give me a thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing here. As we continue here, let's fill a request for listener Edmund Williams, this singer born in Gregory, Arkansas. His real name is Johnny Lamont Merritt, but he recorded as Little Johnny Taylor, first recorded for the Swinging record label, and then he had 15 releases on Max Weiss's Galaxy Records out of San Francisco, California. Edmund requested his second release on the Galaxy label, a tune written by Clay Hammond, I think also has releases on Galaxy, by the way, produced by Cliff Goldsmith. And Cliff Goldsmith involved a lot with the Olympics when they had big hits on the RV record label. This is arranged by Ray Shanklin. I thought Ray owned this label. Maybe not. But it has Arthur G. Wright on guitar. This charted number 19 on Billboard and Cashbox, both making it up to number 19, but a big number one record on the R&B chart. Let's go to July of 1963 by request for Edmund Williams, Little Johnny Taylor on the Galaxy record label. It's called Part-Time Love, Part 1.
I'm gonna find me, Lord, I've got to find me a part-time love. I've got to find me, I've got to find me a part-time love. The next time my baby leaves me, I just got to have me a part-time love. There's one more thing I want to tell you right here. People in the cemetery, they're not all alone. Some turn to dust and some have bone. I'd rather be dead 6 feet in my grave than to live lonely each and every day. She came home this morning. I asked her where had she been. She said, don't ask me no question, Daddy, because I'll be leaving again. That's why I got to find me, Lord, I've got to find me a part-time love. The next time my baby leave me, can't you see I got to have me a part-time love? And one more thing I want to say right here.
As July 63 release there for Little Johnny Taylor. That's by request for listener Edmund Williams. It's on the Galaxy record label. Part-Time Love is the name of the tune. He would have later releases on the Ron label, RONN Records. I think that's the label down Louisiana way. Johnny G here on a Wednesday evening as we continue here, and we fill a request for listener Bob Cruz. It's the only release for this group. They're called the Soul Tones, and this came out on the Valise record label. Valise Records out of New York City, probably owned by Frank Dell and Phil Medley. Now, the A side of this is a deep ballad called I Want What I Want, but that was the side that was being pushed by WWRL here in New York City. But Bob requested the B side of the 45, which is Wanted by the Northern Soul Collectors. I think this tune written, produced, and arranged by Phil Medley. We go to January 1969 for the Soul Tones. The Soul Tones on Valise Records. It's called You and Me, Baby. This is for Bob Cruz.
I don't care what they say, no, and I don't give a doggone how much you play, no. Let them talk, let them see, let them shout. They don't know what it's all about. You and me, baby, yeah. You and me, baby, yeah. You and me, baby, got an understanding. I just laugh when they come, yeah, 'cause I know how to gossip, make a big mind small, yeah. Let the fools put their down in the phone. If they won't, let them trust in this storm. You and me, baby, yeah. You and me, baby, yeah. You and me, baby, got an understanding. Oh, yeah, love is demanding, yeah. I trust you, you trust me, and that's our understanding, yeah. I don't care what they say, no, and I don't give a doggone how much you pay, no. Let them talk, let them see, let them shout. They don't know what it's all about. You and me, baby, yeah. You and me, baby, yeah. You and me, baby, yeah. You and me, baby, you and me, baby, you and me, baby, you and me, baby, hey,
There you go. Those are the Soul Tones going out to listener Bob Cruz. January 1969 release on the Valise Records. You and Me, Baby is the name of the tune. Let's go up to Chicago now for this next group. They began recording back in 1959 for the B and Baby label, but later on in their career, they got away from the doo-wop group harmony sound, became very soulful. They recorded for different labels, CJ Records, Nike, and others. Here's a release, or they have a bunch of releases, I should say, on the Tip Top record label. And this was their 5th release on the label. And this song, I think, is the intended B-side, and it came out on, was previously released, I think, in 63, and then they reused it as a B-side later on. This released in June of 64. These are the Daylighters. The Daylighters on the Tip Top record label. The song is called I Can't Stop Crying. The Daylighters.
'cause I waited. Oh, how I waited for you to return, for you to return. But I'm still crying and my heart still burns. I feel a teardrop trickling down my cheek at night. I couldn't stop it even if I knew how. Oh, baby, baby, can't you see what you're doing to little old me? Only you can stop these tears and then this misery. In my lonely room, thinking only of you, shedding precious tears and feeling so blue. But I can't stop it. Said can't stop crying because I'm so weak. Oh, I'm so weak. And only you can stop these tears. Yeah, yes, I said to you, girl, you can't stop these tears. Oh,
They're called the Daylighters. The Daylighters there from June 1964. That's their fifth release on the Tip Top record label. A song entitled I Can't Stop Crying. As we continue here, and we got a girl group sound up next. This is on the Fidan record label. Now, Fidan Records was a partnership between Phil Spector and Danny Davis. And this tune written by Gil Garfield and Perry Botkin Jr. and Johnny Cole. Now, Cashbox says when they rated this record, this is a modernization of Tchaikovsky's Dance of the Flutes from the Nutcracker Suite. Okay. It came out in October of 1966. Let's give a listen to this group called the Sugar Plums. The Sugar Plums on the Fidan record label. It's called Lover's Wonderland. It's good for Valentine's Day.
Come with me to some place far away, where the two of us can be together, walking hand in hand down along the sand. We will be so happy, our lovers wonder.
October 1966 release there for the Sugar Plums. The Sugar Plums on the Fidan record label. Lover's Wonderland is the name of the tune. We are now in Vinyltreasure Overtime. We'll go for a little bit here. I still got to play one request for Adrian Viterbo. Now, tomorrow, I'll be back on tomorrow afternoon. So if you like 50s vocal groups, you want to tune in tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. We'll be continuing with the countdown of the Relic Survey. That was I mentioned before, it was records out of the year 1957, but vocal group records as voted by collectors. They did that in 1997. We're listening to it now all these years later as I'm playing all the records that made that list. So they didn't do that when that first came out. They only would do like the top 50 when they played them on FUV. But then on Saturday night, it's the big show beginning at 9 p.m. Eastern Time till midnight. We usually go for about an hour overtime there on that show because of the tremendous requests that I get on the program. But we'll do a little bit of overtime here as, what did I say? We're going to this, okay, for this next, I should say the leader of this next group, he was born in Havana, Cuba. He was a percussionist and conga player and band leader. His real name, Ramon Santamaria Rodriguez, but he recorded as Mongo Santa Maria, and his first release was in 1952. I didn't know that. And had releases on the fantasy record label Riverside Battle, and this label, Columbia Records, 16 releases in all on the Columbia label. This is his 16th, and this is from an LP called Workin' on a Groovy Thing, and this charted number 15 on XERB in Rosarito, Baja California. And who is the lead singer on this, Charlene? Because Mongo Santa Maria is not the lead singer, I would think. But maybe I'm wrong, and maybe he is. But it's from September 1969 on Columbia Records. It's maybe, Mark, you know. It's called We Got Latin Soul. This is the vocal.
In
you go. That's Mongo Santa Maria, probably on the bongos there. I don't know who the vocalist was, because the flip side is the same song without the vocal. September 1969, it's on Columbia Records. We Got Latin Soul is the name of the tune. JohnnyG's got all kinds of soul music here on a Wednesday evening as we continue here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. And let's go to Washington, D.C. for this girl group. First recording back in 1961 as the Impalas on the Checker record label. Then their manager, Bob E. Lee, would change the name of the group to the Four Jewels. They had 3 releases on the Start record label. And their first release, Loaded with Goodies, would be picked up by Checker Records. Now, this was their second release on the Checker label, tune written by their manager, Bob E. Lee, and it features Carrie Mingo on lead. Let's go to December of 1963. I predict that Adrian will like this tune. I think he'll like this record by the Four Jewels on the Checker record label. It's called Time for Love.
When the lights are burning low, and oh, yes, and those warm breezes blow, yes, that's when you should know. I wanna love you so, yeah.
December 63 release there for the Four Jewels. Four Jewels on the Checker record label. Time for Love is the name of the tune. That's a nice Valentine's Day tune as we continue here in Vinyl Treasure Overtime. Let's go back to Philadelphia, PA, to Bernie Binnick and Tony Mamarella's Swan record label for this next singer. Had 2 releases on the Swan label. This is his first, a tune written by Kenny Gamble, produced and arranged by Joe Renzi, Kenny Gamble, and Jerry Ross. This charted number 79 on WIBG in Philadelphia, PA, from July 1963. Let's give a listen to Sammy Sevens. Sammy Sevens on the Swan record label. It's called You Are a Lucky So-and-So.
Walking in the moonlight, pretty girls on your arm, stars shining bright as you go walking and talking for love. I said now, you know, I know, this is the proper thing to do. moonlight, and the breeze is blowing soft and warm, and you and your girl goes walking and talking along. I said, now, you know that I know this is the proper thing to do. Yeah, baby. I said, yeah. You've got money in your pockets, pretty girls on your arms. What more can you ask for? You've got a girl that really loves you. I need you to. Don't ever do her wrong, no matter what you do. So when you're walking in the moonlight, pretty girls on your arm, stars shining bright as you go walking and talking along. I said, now, you know that I know you are a lucky soul, and so, yeah, baby. I said you are lucky so and so. You know, I know, you are a lucky soul, and so.
That's Sammy Sevens. It's very easy to take it as Sammy Stevens, but no, it's Sammy Sevens. That one there, July 63. That's on the Swan record label. A song entitled You Are a Lucky So-and-So is the name of the tune. As the Copyright Police come out, I don't know what their issue is, but we'll continue with a little bit more here as I got a duo up next. And this record, originally released on the Marquee record label, would get picked up by Ascot Records. This is from October of 1962. The tune written by Willis Wade Jr. and George Vineyard, and maybe though that is the duo, I don't know, but it's from October 62. They're called the Mellow Jacks. It's interesting. The Mellow Jacks on Marquee Records. The song is called Gina Baby.
Just give me your hand, we'll do this dance and turn them out, baby, me and you. So Gina, baby, you know you got me looking good, just like a little flower should. And then too, I thought you would.
They're called the Mellow Jacks. The Mellow Jacks, a duet there, or duo, I should say. October 1962. It's on the Marquee record label. Also came out on Ascot Records. Gina Baby is the name of the tune. Two more 45s to go before we sign off here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. This next singer, she was a member of the 1950s vocal group The Hearts, and in 1957 she went solo. She was mentored by J&S label owner Zell Sanders, and she recorded recorded for a number of labels through her career, besides J&S Records, Neptune, ABC, Paramount, and Juggy Murray's Sue record label. Let's give a spin to her 10th of 16 releases on the Sue record label, written by Norman Mead and Chip Taylor, produced by Juggy Murray, and she did this first in 1963 as Justine Washington, came out on Sue number 797, and it was re-released again in March of 1965, and that's the press that I'm featuring tonight. This was number 93 on Billboard. This was a big number one record, though, on WWIN, if you were tuned in to Baltimore, Maryland. Her name is Baby Washington. Baby Washington from March 65 on Sue Records. It's called I Can't Wait Until I See My Baby. Baby Washington.
I can't wait until I see my baby's face when I tell him that I'm through. Oh, I'm through with him. Now he's been running around. I've got to put him down. I can't wait to see the look in his eyes. I wonder if he'll cry when I tell him it's goodbye. Or will he try to change my mind and make me stay? Or will he turn around and with a smile on his face just walk away? Walk away. I can't wait until I see my baby's face. Gotta find out what I mean. Oh, what I mean to him. Now just one tear is all he's got to shed for me, and I know that I will run, yes I will. I'll run to him and hold him tight and never, never let him go. And I can't wait until I see my baby's face. No, no, no. I can't wait until I see my baby's face. My. I can't wait until I see my baby's face.
That's a great sound of Baby Washington. Baby Washington there from March 1965. That's on the Sue record label out of New York City. Song entitled I Can't Wait Until I See My Baby. That's going to do it for Johnny G and the Vinyl Treasure Show. I want to thank you for joining Johnny G, listening to these cool 45s out of my collection. Again, if you want to get in touch with me and send me a request, you need to email me at vinyltreasures@aol.com. That is the contact number for your host, Johnny G. I love to receive emails from my listeners, and I do quite often during the week, so thank you all for all your correspondence. Sometimes it takes me a little while to answer back, but thank you for tuning into the program tonight. And if you missed any of the program, you can go to YouTube. It'll be up right after I sign off. It's there for you to view. The chat will not be there. It's usually there maybe by mid-afternoon tomorrow. They've been pretty good with the chat room posting quickly. But if for some reason the show is blocked because of a copyright thing, well, they're not blocking my stream. You go to vinyltreasures.net. You can, I did post a whole bunch of shows there for the last couple weeks, but if you go there, you can hear the stream of the program there. You can download it too on your PC. That's a lot of people have done that, or they transferred it to CD for their car, do a whole lot of things. But the technology today is pretty good, as this was never available back when I started listening back in the early 1970s. That would be cool to see all these labels and all the records that I would know what I needed to look for out there. But anyway, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. I hope you enjoyed all the shows, all the records I featured on tonight's show. And again, I'll be back tomorrow afternoon at 1 p.m. Eastern Time as we continue with that Relic Countdown. So if you like 1950s vocal group harmony, you want to tune in tomorrow afternoon. And then you can tune in on a Saturday night. So Saturday night, I play the records by year. So if you're not really into the early sounds of the 1950s, you can tune in later on the program, because I play the early 50s first in the beginning. We end up around 1962 or 63, depending on what requests I get in for the program. But again, to send me your requests, it's vinyltreasures@aol.com. And what else did I need to tell you? There was another thing that I'm losing my mind on. But anyway, so thank you all for tuning in this evening again. And if you enjoyed the show, or you want to tell your friends about it, but please subscribe to my YouTube channel. That is the best thing that you can do. And give me a thumbs up if you dig what Johnny G is doing, because it's a lot of fun for me, if you can't tell. But I like to play the records, and I like to listen to them, and they make me feel good when I hear this music. So anyway, but we're going to close the show tonight for listener Adrian Viterbo in Mexico. He requested a flip side from last week, a record that he requested. He requested this group out of Washington, D.C., Frankie Carl and the Dreams, on Gene Dozier's DC Sound Limited label. Last week I played for him Don't Be Afraid, Do As I Say. This week, Adrian requested the flip side, which was produced by the label owner Gene Dozier, and it's the B-side to their first of three from August 68. Our closer tonight, Frankie Carl and the Dreams on DC Sound Limited. It's called I'm So Glad, and that's going to do it, folks. I'm so glad I'm able to provide you with to hear records out of my collection, and I'm so glad that Charlene was able to help me today. So thank you all for that. I will see you next time right here on the Vinyl Treasure Show. Just want to say, everybody, so long.
I know the time has come, it's late and you must go, but before you leave, there's something you should know. With you go my heart and my mind and my love and my care, and at night I'll say this in my prayer: I'm so glad she made me her love. I'm so glad she made me her love. Since that day we met, I've been in love with you. It was easy to forget all other girls I knew. So darling, take my heart and my mind and my love and my care, and at night I'll say this in my prayer: I'm so glad